Let's take a quick look at how easy it is to create a virtual machine and what the options are when creating a virtual machine through the current portal. I'm going to walk through the process of creating a virtual machine and then connecting to it. And while I'm doing that, we will use the magic of pause so you're not watching things churn. But if you do this, it is going to take a little bit longer than what I'm going to demonstrate. All right, so I want to create a new virtual machine. There's a couple different ways that I can do this. I can just click the new from my left navigation. I can go to virtual machines and view all my virtual machines and click add from there. Or I could go to a resource group and add a virtual machine from there. But since I'm right here, let me go ahead and add a virtual machine by going to virtual machines first. And I get a list of different types of virtual machines, and I can search for it or choose one. And I'm going to go ahead and search. Let's do a Visual Studio virtual machine. We'll be using some Visual Studio stuff. All right, and we're going to get the Visual Studio 2013 with Azure. We're on Windows Server 2012. I select that. And now the deployment model that I'm going to use is Resource Manager, and I'm going to create it. And of course, after reading in detail all of the information on that screen. All right, now, as I'm going to create this, you'll notice that there are 4 different sections that I need to create. Well, the 4th one is really just making sure it's good before you go. So it's really 3: basic configuration, size, and then additional settings. So I'm going to give this a basic thing. VS 2015 is going to be the name of this. The VM type I'm going to set to HDD. SSD would be a faster virtual machine set, but I'm fine with this. We'll give a username of student, password of I won't tell you. It would actually be cool if that was the password I won't tell you, but it's not. There we go. All right, subscription, we're good. Now the resource group, because of the account that I'm logged in as, I have to put this in the demos group because that's the only rights this account has. And I hit OK, and that's the basic configuration. Next, very critical, I want to select the size, and you'll see it comes up by default with recommended sizes, and give this a moment to load the prices. And there you can see that it has set prices, or it's showing you prices for different versions of different sizes. Now, if I hit view all, there's going to be quite a few more sizes. You can see we've got the DS V2, DS, D1, V2, D2, or D V2, etc. There's different tiers and different sizes within each tier, and each tier has different capabilities and different functional uses. And we could go, for example, go with A1 standard. I'm going to select that. Okay. Now the settings that I want to use. So I've already got a storage account set up, NCG demos. I actually already have a virtual network set up as well. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the default subnet. Now, if I want public access to this, which in this case I do, I set that up with a public IP address. Network security group is going to define my firewalling. If I want extensions, there's various extensions I can add in. And I'm not going to add any of these in, but I definitely recommend taking a look at those. And I have an availability set. I'm going to add this into an availability set. I'm going to enable monitoring and save diagnostics to NCG demos. And then I get this screen that's just making sure that all those settings are what I want. And I'm going to hit OK. Notice right next to that, download template and parameters. We're going to talk about that much later in the course, but it's a very cool capability. I'm going to hit OK, and it's going to churn for a while. I'm going to pause, and it'll be like magic that this created instantly. But again, it's not instant, I promise. Keep in mind that I use the portal to demonstrate this because, frankly, it's a good tool to demonstrate, but you can do the same thing through the command line tools and also through the API.